All right, let's talk about fixed threshold compressors. In the last video, I showed you the style of compression where if we want to add more compression, then we're going to actually pull the threshold down. And so let's give you an example once again real quick. And of course, the lower we pull that threshold, the lower the line on the screen, bing, is. And so it'll smash more and more stuff, affecting the quieter stuff and just obliterating the really loud stuff. Well, there's a different kind of compression that you need to be aware of, and that's called the fixed threshold compression. At least that's what I'm calling it. And what that means is, like this U801176, the threshold is actually set inside the little box here. We have no control over it. So it has a little line, once again, but it's already drawn, say, right here, where we don't really have any way to change that. But what we can change is the amount of signal that goes into it to begin with. In other words, there's some magic line. We're just going to slam more stuff or pull stuff out to control the amount of compression. Take a look here. Let me turn it on. All right, let's hit play. And again, I have no control over the threshold, but you saw right there we had some compression, so we're obviously crossing it. If I want more compression, I just shove a lot more input in there. Let's try that. And you can see that compressor is working quite a bit harder. If I want less compression, pull it off. And it's just barely working. Of course, the problem is when you start messing around with the input level, it gets compressed and the output level may be all goofed up. So then you got to adjust that too, and they have that right here. All right, and that's no compression at all. Now let's get really heavy with the compression. Well, I'm going to have to crank up the input. Now, if I hit play right now, it'd be really, really damn loud. So I'm going to pull the output down as well. Let's check that out. All right, now we're really smacking that thing. So just be aware there are two kinds of thresholds. The kind where you can actually adjust the threshold and only hit the top peaks, and then the kind where you have to, the fixed threshold style, where you have to just adjust the input or output levels accordingly.